Hello and welcome to this drclean.co.uk product demonstration. In this demonstration we're actually going to demonstrate two individual products that we hold on our site. Both of them are waterproofing sprays. The first is the Repel waterproofing spray and the second the Scotchguard waterproofing spray. We're going to set up a little competition between these sprays today, and we found two ties that are both silk, different colours so you know which is which, and we're going to spray each tie with one of the products. After that you'll be able to judge the water repellency of each spray when we actually drip water on the ties in front of the camera. Please remember that when you're using a waterproofing spray you don't have to just use it on things like waterproofing raincoats. You can waterproof anything you like: shoes, handbags, raincoats, ties, to make sure that you either waterproof them for waterproofing purposes outside in the rain, or waterproof them to save them from something like staining, which with ties and dropping in your soup is quite important. Okay, so remember you have to shake the cans well before you spray, and then we come in and we spray about 8 inches away from the surface of the tie. There's the Scotchguard spray on the right hand tie, and now we shake the Repel can well, and we spray the right hand tie. We can now just leave them to dry, and once they're dry they should actually be waterproof, so we'll have to wait and come back to these ties in a short while. Okay, we're now at the checking stage. We're just going to check for colour fastness. It is possible when you do this that you can actually have a change of colour shade. We'll just put one tie, or the bottom of the tie, next to the top of the tie. I haven't treated that at all to see what the colour change is. Most likely colour change is a darkening slightly of the colour. So we'll check the other tie so you can see. You have to decide whether that matters or not. There we go, that's a matched piece, isn't it? Here we go. So have a look, see if you think the colour's changed. If it has, well, that's a natural thing that will happen. There's nothing really you can do about that. Well, this is a competition, so we have to try and see if we have a winner. And we come to the acid test, which is pouring water down the ties to see what happens. Okay. This is just plain water. Got a little bit of seepage into the tie there, off of the Repel, but most of it just ran away. Now we'll have a look at the tie that was treated with the Scotchguard, and again drop water down it. Now I think you can see that is actually completely waterproof. And there's absolutely no water on the front of that whatsoever. And the other one, not particularly damp, but just down here we have some seepage into the material. So of the two, one will come to the conclusion that if you want to waterproof a tie, the Scotchguard spray is actually more efficient than the Repel spray. As a slightly different weave might produce slightly different results, we've actually Scotchguarded the second tie now, just to make sure our results are good. And you can see that on the second tie it is still very waterproof, but we are getting just a touch of seepage as the droplets stay on the surface. But it is actually a better result than the first just repelled tie. So we have a winner, we still have a winner, and that is the Scotchguard, being a slightly better overall water tightness than the Repel. Okay, so we wanted a meaningful test, and I think we've certainly had that. Of the two ties, one treated with Repel, one treated with Scotchguard, the one treated with Scotchguard definitely came out the more water resistant. Then, when we retreated the Repel tie with Scotchguard we got a slightly better waterproof finish on that tie as well. So if I were waterproofing a tie, I'd choose the Scotchguard, and at the moment we do have a 3 for 2 offer on our site for Scotchguard, so you can avail yourself of that. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you again in the near future.